What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, January 18th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 2-game slate here tonight. Now yesterday we went with a bunch of contrarian picks. Didn't work out so well. There was a couple picks that did okay. But today we're going to get back on track here. Not going to go too crazy. Although I do got a couple of value plays for you that I think are going to work out from some names that you might not have heard before. So at the point guard position, I like Killian Hayes from the Detroit Pistons playing the Golden State Warriors, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing point guards, and Killian Hayes has averaged 18.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with a 14% usage rate. He's projected at 19 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5 times value. He's only $3,800 DraftKings salary. He is $300 more on FanDuel, and Killian Hayes has scored 22, 26, and 26 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 26, 25, and 33 minutes. Vegas thinks there's going to be 216 points scored in this game, so I like Killian Hayes here versus the Golden State Warriors. Now another value play that kind of looks interesting here is Emmanuel Quickly. He scored 30 fantasy points last game, played 28 minutes. He's projected at 20.1 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5 times value. He's $4,000 DraftKings salary, $600 more on FanDuel. Now, I do prefer Killian Hayes, but Emmanuel Quickly also looks interesting here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. So here's a name that I haven't said before. I like Quentin Grimes from the New York Knicks playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 10th worst defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing shooting guards, and Quentin Grimes, he scored 18 fantasy points last game, played 22 minutes. So if he's going to play 20 plus minutes here tonight, I think he can score 20 fantasy points or more, get you 5 times value or more. He's only $3,200 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel. And take a look at his little profile picture here. He's got a tie on. He looks pretty sharp. Normally you see these profile pictures with them in their basketball uniforms, so this guy looks pretty great right here. So I like Quentin Grimes here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like RJ Barrett from the New York Knicks playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 10th worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing small forwards. RJ Barrett has averaged 29.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He scored 44, 39, and 45 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He's playing a ton of minutes, played 38, 40, and 40 minutes in those games. That's a reason why I like this pick, because of those minutes that he's playing. And he's 7,300 DraftKings salary, 100 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 212.5 points scored in this game. So I like RJ Barrett here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So I know I've given you a lot of players from this game, but I think this is a good game to stack here. A lot of value in this game. And this is a stud that I like from this game. I like Julius Randle from the New York Knicks, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 10th worst defense overall. They give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Julius Randle has averaged 41.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 41.7 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 48 fantasy points or more here, get you 5 times value or more. He's 9,200 DraftKings salary, 800 less on FanDuel, so I love that FanDuel price. And Julius Randle has scored 40, 46, and 44 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 31, 37, and 37 minutes. And he scored 37, 51, and 49 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Timberwolves. So I like Julius Randle here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, moving on to the center position. Not really much at the center position here. You could go with a guy like Kevon Looney from the Golden State Warriors, but I've already given you a bunch of value on this slate. So I like Karl Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves, playing the New York Knicks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing centers, and Karl Anthony Towns has averaged 46.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 46.3 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 50 fantasy points or more in this one, get you 5 times value or more. He's 10,200 DraftKings salary, 600 less on FanDuel. Karl Anthony Towns has scored 47, 46, and 51 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 29, 39, and 41 minutes. And I like this pick because Towns scored 53 and 61 fantasy points in his last game versus the Knicks. So this is a player I think you're going to need to have in your lineup on a 2-game slate with a lack of studs available. I like Karl Anthony Towns here versus the New York Knicks. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.